Kingsley the Wonder Dog. I scared him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I scared Kingsley. That was Kingsley the Wonder Dog. How are you, folks? So, out for the little dog walk, and then we're going to go to walk in the park. Do you know where walk in the park is? It's in St. Louis Park. And the walk is W-O-K. It's not W-A-L-K. It's walk, like, you know, Chinese walk. And they got these wonderful wontons that my wife likes. So I'm going to go there and have some of that. Oop, dog's pulling me around. Tell me what to do. So here's the question. Do you have time freedom? And I bring this up because Carolina Milan, she's a fellow MOB consultant, and she's a $1 million earner, and I'm not that, just so you know. But she has earned her $1 million doing online marketing and stuff, and she did a little thing today about where you spend your time, and she's very selective as far as who she spends her time with. And I guess there's only 24 hours in a day, but when you start making that kind of money, you got more responsibility, and it's a lot of work to keep up with it all. So I'm more of an advocate of automating and delegating. And when I say delegation, it isn't 100% like hiring someone else to do things, because when you hire someone else, you still have to manage them. So when I say automation, it's like utilizing the internet technologies. So I've got websites that are out and they're doing things. You still have to do stuff to stimulate them and stimulate the activity and the traffic, but they're out working, like a blog post or whatever. It goes out on the internet. You got to put it out there, and I do that in the morning, and then it's out doing whatever it does during the day. And as far as delegation, you can delegate things to other people, and if they have an agenda that's also attached to it, you don't have to pay them any money because they have skin in the game too. And what I mean by that is these Synergy Cafe video things that I do. The understanding is we do these videos together, and then I share the post, and then they share the post. So they don't have to spend I don't have to spend any money to get them to do that. They're going to do it because their information gets put out there too. So they have an incentive for getting attention to share it. So when they share it, I'm on the video, they're on the video, so that's where the synergy comes along. You got to be careful going down the hill. Look out. So things get easier, and you're not so much a slave to the clock when you don't have to manage other people, and you don't have to be so cautious with your time, because time is something we've all got the same. It's 24 hours in a day. Everybody's got the same amount of time, and you got to figure out how to leverage it. And the way I leverage is setting up systems so that, say I do a blog post and there happens to be a banner ad on one of my videos, and somebody clicks on it, they opt in to find out what it's more all about. The system, I use GetResponse, that takes over and sends them automated emails every other day or every week or whatever, because that's preset. And now I just have to do blog posts and put them onto my website, and then things get found at who knows what time. You know, they might be over in the UK or something, and they might be at midnight while I'm sleeping. That action might happen. So when you set yourself up that way, you don't have to spend so much time like managing a VA or giving directions to a VA. Stands for virtual assistant. It's sort of like having an assistant that's somewhere else. That's delegating, and you have to pay them, but you still have to instruct them on what to do and all this kind of stuff. When you set up an email autoresponder, you don't have to instruct it what to do because you already did, and every time somebody walks through the front door, it goes through the chain of command or the whatever. Like the MOB program, they've got salespeople. They got phone salespeople that when someone goes through the 21-step course, these salespeople take over and help them get into other programs. And there's also coaches, so that helps them through and learn about traffic and all that. But that's something that I don't do. That's not involved with me at all. All I do is drive people through the front door, and then once they get into the program and start learning about education, everything that they purchase ends up being, I get a commission from it. But I don't have to do anything. I already drove them through the front door. So here's an analogy for you. Like a college, say the University of Minnesota. If I found a student and got them to go into the University of Minnesota and enroll for a class, that hooks them financially to the University of Minnesota, me as the lead generator. Now, as they go through college and they go into the bookstore and they buy all their books, or they start taking other classes, or they buy some University of Minnesota apparel, or they buy whatever in the whole college or the university, I get a percentage of that. So that's an example of what two-tier affiliate marketing is. So you can see that once I walk, like another example is like the Mall of America. If I drive one customer in there and they buy one product, so it's financially attached to me, now every time they go to the Mall of America and they buy anything anywhere inside of the mall, I get a percentage commission. Now, I'm not speaking specifically for the Mall of America because I don't have an affiliation with the Mall of America. I'm speaking more about MOB, which is my own business education. And that's a system that is set up so that when I drive someone through the front door to learn about business education, I get a percentage commission. And that commission starts at low-level products of like $9.97 all the way up to things that are high ticket, like $9,000 to go to a mastermind event. So that's how it works. Time leverage. I'm going to sign off and go to the walk in the park and have wontons. Peace, love, and happiness. This is MagicBrad signing off. Oh, here comes the geese. They're going to catch me. Look out. The geese. Honk, honk, honk. There they are. Okay, folks. Enjoy your day. Be well. Peace. Peace. Peace.